What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Be Named Later Reactions. Today we're gonna watch Halo Anniversary: How Not to Do a Remaster by Noodle. Noodle is a YouTube creator. He got like 1 million subs. I've never seen any of his videos, but this video was recommended to me in the comments. So if you have a video that you want me to react to, put it in the comments and I'll take a look at it. Let's see. Also, I'm doing a Halo Reach Let's Play. First time ever playthrough. I never played Halo Reach before. I never played any Halo before. So I'm putting that up on the channel. The first 2 episodes are up already. So you can look at my channel and find those. I'm going to be doing some more. I'm just going to be doing them every weekend. So yeah, look out for that. And if you don't want to miss it, subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video, hit the like. If you dislike it, hit a dislike. Other than that, we're going to get right into this video, which is, again, how not to do a remaster. Talking about the Halo Anniversary. And this is Noodle. Let's go ahead and get started. Damn, son, you just crashed for no reason. It's like the ragdoll effect that's getting me. He just flew up out of there.
Hello, I am Noodle, and as you can see, I am live at the Quiet Island. Today we will be discussing why Halo Anniversary should be documented as a war crime. However, this is the warning part of the video, where I tell you that if you haven't played Halo 1, I made a whole damn ass video about why you should. Instead of spoiling Halo for yourself, you should watch that. And then go play Halo. Yeah, that's all. So,
Well,
Halo Anniversary is stinky because...
Actually, this video is gonna have a lot of spoilers to Halo 1. I never played Halo 1 yet. Cause like I said, I'm playing through Reach. So I don't want to get spoiled on this. I'm actually probably not gonna do this video. At least until I complete Halo Reach. And then complete Halo 1 too. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and not do this one. What's the other one he said? I can watch if I don't want to get spoiled. Where's that at? So Halo is important by Noodle. Let's see what he talking about on this one. Like I said, I'm not trying to get spoiled. I just started Reach. I'm only on I just did the only sword-based mission. Next I got to do the Nightfall mission. So that's where I'm at with that. If you ever play Halo Reach, you know exactly where I'm at. So yeah, I gotta get through that game first, and then get through Halo 1. He was about to go off and do some spoilers on the other one. All right, so let's start this one. What's with the fire? How you just set him on fire and then dip? He ain't even doing nothing.
Slayer.
Halo is good, and I like it a lot. Thank you for watching. Listen, I don't usually do this kind of thing, but I feel like I gotta say right off the bat, Halo means a lot to me. Like, it's hard for me to even discuss because of how highly I value, keeping one's feelings and biases and nostalgia in check when thinking critically. You have to understand that this is a game that I picked up when I was like 6. Up until that point, my experience with gaming was a couple Hot Wheels Flash games and Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed, all running on my dad's work-issued 2001 ThinkPad. You know, honestly, Porsche Unleashed still kind of slaps, but this was different, okay? This was special. I first played it around 2004, and it was instantly my favorite game ever. And now it's 2020. And it's still my favorite game ever. I can't even come close to objectivity when discussing it critically, but Fuck it, man. I don't care anymore. If I don't talk about this game soon, I am going to scream in real life. Also, before we begin, we are going to be discussing the campaign, not the multiplayer, the campaign. I have nothing to say about the multiplayer because as a child, I was lonely. I also don't think it aged very well, and I'm not very good at it.
Okay, so we've got ourselves up to a respectable 10 kills. We're not in first place, but we're certainly above Noodle here. Ooh. I hope you wake up crucified, dude.
I'll also be avoiding any major spoilers since an upsetting amount of people have yet to play this game, and I'm here to change that. So if you're gonna talk spoilers, do me a favor, leave a spoiler warning in the comments for your fellow gamer. One more thing. I have a contractual obligation, so, Brayden. Look at this shirt I'm wearing. Do you like it?
It's okay, I guess.
Thanks, I made it and got free shipping by using honey! 7. Titanic just came out, a sheep has just been cloned, and I am a seaman. The beautiful boys at Bungie, now 3 studios strong, find themselves very busy. Marathon's popping off, Myth is about to come out, and if you guys over in one sad little corner are talking about this weird new game idea, it's a dinky-ass pre-alpha. Basically a bunch of ideas duct taped together into something half-playable, and as weeks of development turn into months, it would go through a number of iterations. An RTS called Blam, a shooter called Armor, an RPG called Monkey Nuts, that is not a joke.
Nuts.
And while the team struggled throughout the next few years to figure out what this funky little Halo game is supposed to be, the rest of Bungie went from fine to not fine. The studio had just put out their latest title, Myth 2. Now Myth 2 had this really quirky, funny feature where if you asked it to uninstall from the computer, it would delete the game. It would do that. But it would also delete every other file on your hard drive. Oh, you don't like our game? Guess what, fucker? They recalled all 50,000 printed copies and created a bunch of new ones, losing about $1 million in the process. This, mixed with a couple other things, meant Bungie just kind of ran out of money. So one thing led to another. Eventually, they got bought by Microsoft and a deal was struck. Bungie was to make Halo within a year, and it had to ship alongside the launch of Microsim's new box thing as an exclusive. Seeing as how the game was first shown off a year ago at Macworld, Steve Jobs probably thought this was really cool. Imagine, if you will, you are an entire game studio. In this case, Bungie, right? You've never made anything for a console before. You don't even know how this thing works. And you have about 10 months to turn your sloppy proof of concept into a shippable product for a console nobody owned when nobody ever made shooters for the console unless their name was Rare. And at this point, the game was still a third-person shooter. Things were fuck. They started cutting features left and right. No more open world, no more day-night cycle. The campaign went from 25 missions to 10, and that still wasn't enough. Remember those other 2 studios? Remember the other games they were working on? Yeah, fuck those. Everyone's making Halo now. 4 months before the game was supposed to come out, they decided the multiplayer wasn't fun.
Dang.
So they scrapped everything and started from scratch. It wasn't working until 5 weeks before launch day. Team members were sleeping in the building for months. They literally did not have time to go home.
Dang, that's crazy.
So it's 2001.
That's crazy. Their development cycle was treacherous. That shit was fucking treacherous, man. 5 weeks before it shipped. And this is on the original Xbox, so it wasn't no patches that they can do. It wasn't no online, nothing. Ain't no day one patch, man. It's just whatever it's shipped with, that's what it is. Dang. 5 weeks before it came out. And they redid the whole thing, like, man. And then it's still shipped and everybody's treated like a classic now. That's a big testament to what they pulled off. That sounds ridiculous.
Go home. So it's 2001. A really cool year where nothing bad happened. Xbox finally launches, and with it, Shrek.
I just got what he said. He said it's 2001, a really good year where nothing bad happened. Like, I just realized what he was talking about, man. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Woo. Woo-wee. If you lost, I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with 7-Eleven. All right, let's go.
Nothing bad happened. Xbox finally launches, and with it, Shrek. And
Shrek.
Mad Dash.
The heck is that?
And Halo. As I understand it, the general public really didn't care all that much about Halo at first. You know, I mean, I was kind of looking forward to more Dead or Alive 3, you know, because there's titties in that game, but I mean, you know, whatever, I'll try it. Holy shit! The game is so good. The shooting and the graphics and the multiplayer and the music is also good. And there's titty. What the fuck? The story is sick. The sounds are powerful. The music is. The gameplay is. Oh, no, you shouldn't have clicked on this video, dude. Now you got me started. Considering the aforementioned development hell the game went through, you wouldn't expect the end result to be that good, and it's not good.
I didn't expect
Great.
it.
It seems so simple. It's like any other boring Quake clone. You think to yourself stupidly with your dumb pants and your head, fuck you. When Halo came out, it completely shattered people's expectations of what an FPS could even be. If Doom was like when movies first had sound, then Halo was when we moved to color. For the first time ever, we have a game that asks you to use the thumbstick to aim. Yeah, up until that point, we'd been using the D-pad.
Oh, no.
Ugh. The controls were so intuitive,
no.
so effortless that
The D-pad to aim? Using buttons? You using this to aim? Nah, man. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
use the thumbstick to aim. Yeah, up until that point, we'd been using the D-pad. Ugh. The controls were so intuitive, so effortless that everyone started copying them. But here's the thing. It's not just the way John Chief controls, though. It's the way the AI responds. Like,
So they're the ones who I never knew that they was the ones who started aiming with the right stick. I never knew that. I mean, I never really thought about it, but obviously someone had to do it first. I just never knew it was Halo that did it first.
I don't know whether Halo was so ahead of its time that we're still catching up, or the industry has collectively done a backwards double somersault into the dumpster. But you'd be hard-pressed to find more than a handful of games that can even compete. When Ubisoft or Treyarch or DICE sits down to make a campaign shooter, they'll craft a challenge through scripted sequences, or in the case of an open-world game, this time, instead of 3 people who act with the tactical finesse of a frog, now there's like maybe 7. Wow. That's amazing. Oh that's amazing. I feel like this is probably one of the biggest reasons shooter campaigns often feel so forgettable. It didn't challenge you in an interesting way. I went into Forge and tried to recreate the geometry of that last game, and the experience was totally different. Not just because the guys had more health, but because the AI didn't stand in place waiting to get shot. In any Halo game, the experience will be very different depending on your guns, the bad guys, and the map layout.
Yeah.
Enemies are placed almost like chess pieces on a board. A shootout that looks like this
Triple kill.
is going to play out completely different from, say, this.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Every alien has different strengths and weaknesses. They
What
interact.
is their strengths? Hold on. Let me go back. I want to know because I've been playing, like I said, I've been playing Halo Reach and they starting to fight back. And it's starting to get a little, you know, for your boy out here. But I'm still putting in work. They starting to put in a little bit of work back.
Triple kill.
So let me
Every
see what
alien has different strengths.
they talking about. So, that Hunter dude? Yeah, man, I just fought him for the first time. I think that was him in Halo Reach. Man, that dude crazy. It was 2 of them. Yep, it was 2 of them in Reach. So, big worm, big gun, big health, big pain, 2 of them. Yeah, and I could not kill him. It took me like 18 grenades, a rocket launcher, sacrificing a person just to kill him. And he was not going down. He got a shield, like an actual shield. Then I think he got like that energy plasma shield too or whatever. And then if you get past all that, You know what I'm saying? You got to reload. By the time you reload, his shield then came back, and he's still blocking with the normal shield. So you got to get through the overshield, then get through the normal shield, then have enough ammo to where you can start chipping away at his health. Man, he was like a boss. Let's see who else. I never seen a Jackal. A Grunt. If that's just the normal people that be running around, then yeah, I saw them. An Elite. I don't know if I've seen an Elite. Actually, is they the ones with the sword? Because in the first Halo Reach playthrough I did, that's on my channel again. This whole thing is I'm plugging Halo Reach. I mean, that's just what it's gonna have to be. Because I'm playing it right now. So in the first video, in the first Let's Play, I think I fought one of them and he had like a sword. And then I killed them, took the sword. Then it was the second one. I pulled up on him. You got to check that out, bro. It was pretty fire. Yes, okay. So I fought an Elite, a Grunt, and a Hunter. This Jackal is ugly. I mean, they all ugly, but the Jackal, man, he's nasty. All right, let's keep going.
And weaknesses. They interact.
Oh, what was the weaknesses?
Triple kill.
Every alien has different strengths and weaknesses.
Okay, so the Hunters is slow, yeah. Bad aim, okay. Dude, no, don't shoot my back. That's my weak. Oh, his back is his weak point? Don't shoot my back. That's my weak point. So I gotta run around him. I mean, I was trying to fight him straight up. That's why it was hard trying to get through the overshield and the regular shield and the health. Okay, so you gotta run behind him. Okay. And then Jackal, scared to move, weak to melee, weak in general. Shield has holes. Shield can be destroyed. Okay. So basically a Jackal knocked that nigga out. He good. A Grunt, a big vulnerable head, and he's an idiot. All right, straight. An Elite can take out his shield fast with the right weapon. So I'm guessing like a plasma pistol. And flinches a lot when shield is down. Okay. All right, if nothing else, this has already taught me how to fight the Hunter, which is going to be very useful. All right, let's go ahead.
They interact with the player and each other in subtle but different ways. Here's an example. Grunts are super easy to kill, and grenades are a powerful weapon. So you probably wouldn't use a grenade on a grunt. You save it for the elites, who are bastards. That is until you realize that sticking a grenade to a grunt will cause them to panic. He'll probably run towards the group for help, doing more damage to everyone he was near.
Oh, you can stick it?
On an elite, he'll more likely realize his time has come, fucking kamikaze style, to take you out with him.
Oh,
in the
shit.
control room mission, you're given a tank. But personally, I hate the tank. I don't like it's bad. I don't like it. I'd rather just stay in the Warthog, which is a completely viable option. When I reached a big tank-sized bridge, a little bit of exploration revealed a convenient group of dead guys full of sniper ammo. I wasn't just allowed to do things my own way, I was encouraged. Nice shot. And the game is full of little details like this. There's no single strategy that'll work well for every encounter. At any given time, the player is making dozens of subconscious split-second decisions that drastically impact the course of battle. And because of that, your solution might look entirely different from somebody else's. It's so fucking good! You can replay this bit as many times as you like. It doesn't matter what gun you use, it's always going to play out the same way, because there's only one viable option. Even Destiny 2, a game made by Bungie, struggles to understand what makes difficulty fun. If someone says a fight was really hard in Halo, they probably got careless or outmaneuvered. Or they met one of these fucking guys. The AI smarted.
I ain't know them little things be talking like that. I wasn't paying attention when I was playing through Halo Reach. Halo Reach is newer than Halo 1, so yeah, I gotta start paying attention when I'm killing them. I wasn't even noticing that they was like that they basically got personality like that. I wasn't even noticing that.
It forced them to think outside the box to overcome a genuine challenge. When someone says a fight is really hard in Destiny, they mean the one guy had a big health bar.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, so the Master Chef is really good at emergent gameplay. That's the point. Cool. As for the other aspects of the game, I'll be the first to admit that Halo's moment-to-moment story isn't anything to write home about. But what it lacks narratively, it makes up for in atmosphere. You see what I did there? I changed the color and the music. I've changed the atmosphere. When your game consists of 6 triangles, one would assume it's very difficult to establish any kind of
6
tone.
triangles.
Music alone can't do all the heavy lifting, which is why when the game begins, you're surrounded by narrow corridors and friends every which way to help you out. The music and narrative work together to build this sense of heroism, drive, determination, hoorah! Next thing you know...
Hey man, spoilers, man.
Your life pod crash lands on an unknown
Watch out.
alien ring world. As you, the only survivor, step outside of the life pod, this uncharted world opens up. The strings fade in, and you get this real sense of unease and mystery. Besides the Covenant, the ring is dead quiet. Which is weird. I mean, the ring sure as hell doesn't look natural. Hell, there are large metallic structures all over the place, built into the mountains, sticking out of the ground. Shit's older than you can even imagine, but there are no hints of life. Environmental storytelling! There's barely any cutscene, no fucking...
Alpha Squad, come in, this world's scary, I don't like it.
You don't need that. You feel it. Because you're there. And without spoiling anything, the game manages to do this again,
don't spoil nothing,
and
man.
again and again. Bungie excels in its ability to use conventional storytelling in conjunction with the kind of environmental cues that only a video game is capable of. The world is used to convey information and to establish moods and tones that Saber Interactive decided to honor. If of course by honor, you mean completely fucking ignore. I will never forgive them. Look what they did. Look what they've done to my boy! For every sunny island and frozen...
I mean, what's the problem? It look better. So let's see. The top left in the little forest area. I like the bottom better. The bottom look cool. It looked like the Avatar world, like the movie Avatar the movie with the little blue people. It looked kind of like that. I mean, it looked cool to me. Yeah, it's not as dark. Maybe they could have put some more fog in it or something. But as far as like this big glowing tree or whatever, and the textures on the mountains and all that, like it looked cool. Maybe it could be darker. Maybe you could add some more fog to it and make it darker so you get some of that atmosphere back. But other than that, I mean, it's great. Let's see. All right, on the right. Okay, so it's like this interior. Okay, so the only thing I'm noticing is basically the new anniversary is brighter. Because literally everything else is better. It's just not as dark. So the darkness is what I'm thinking that people are saying that's the atmosphere, is that it's dark. But you could change that with a mod. Just make it darker. Yeah, because I mean, everything else looks... I mean, the walls look better. The textures are better. Only thing you're missing, it even got the little purple light. Granted, the purple light in the new picture could be a little brighter or a little bigger or something to stand out more, because it stands out a lot in the original because it was so dark. So just having that purple ball glowing was it was more noticeable. So they could have made it bigger in the new version or brighter in the new version, so it was more noticeable. But other than that, yeah, the only difference is it loses the like dark atmosphere or whatever. It's from the lighting. So that's just a lighting change. Yeah, he even said it. Simple, moody, mysterious, dated but effective, and then bright, over designed. Any semblance of tension of drama is lost. I would not say it's over designed. I would just say it's brighter. That's it.
Look what they've done to my boy! For every sunny island and frozen ravine, there's a bright purple hallway or dark tunnel. Firefights obliterate these cold, sterile corridors that have otherwise remained untouched for God knows how long. And you know, for a game about inserting lead into living things, there's a surprising amount of smaller moments too. A while ago, I was playing Halo in a Discord call, and a friend asked me whether the game was often so laid back. In his mind, the series, like any other shooter, seemed like it'd be all about... But like, no, not at all. Combat isn't always adrenaline-fueled mayhem. Long stretches of time are dedicated to building atmosphere. Entire firefights can be bypassed using stealth. The Marines talk like the boys playing co-op. They actually get more vulgar the higher the difficulty. There's so much character. And for all its flaws, the overarching story is pretty engaging too. Starts out as a simple case of us versus them, but it quickly turns into this story of 4 opposing forces, each faction sporting their own distinct appearance, personality, and goals. Things that at one point seemed insignificant are recontextualized into inter-fucking-galactic importance. The entire ending level is so fucking good in how it...
The graphics are dumb and ugly, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. Game's like 20 years old. But here's the thing. The graphics might look old and lame, but the sound hasn't aged a day. Yeah, we all saw it coming. Your friends, sisters, and neighbors' dog probably knows that Halo's got good music. But that's my point. You don't have to know anything about Halo. You've definitely heard the theme if you live, here. And if that's not a testament to how memorable and iconic the music is...
I've really heard the music. Yeah. Like before I started playing Reach, if you would have played Halo music to me, I wouldn't have known.
Then I don't know. I'll be a little mad for a while. It's kind of ridiculous how much mileage Marty gets out of the main theme, but what's even more insane is how different it hits depending on when and how it's played. From dramatic tension. To a puzzling groove kind of thing. To like a delicate sense of desperation.
With all due respect, sir, this war has enough dead heroes.
And even a hint of guilt? I don't know, I'm kind of conflicted on this one.
Oh, that's a blurry. Is this a spoiler? Is this a spoiler, my guy?
The Gregorian chant can probably be traced back to more than half the OST. A melody which, by the way, Marty wrote while on his way to work 3 days before it played live at Macworld.
3 days?
I guess I'll just quit everything. Yeah, I find it interesting how a game based entirely around ensuring that every alien is craniumed can so effectively elicit feelings that have very little to do with the action. Seriously, I mean, what the fuck kind of game has music like this? Gameplay like this?
You stole on that nigga, man.
and it works. It just works. It's effortless. How they do that? How am I vibing? How am I so relaxed while simultaneously taking life? I don't know, I guess a lot of it has to do with how tightly music is wrapped around the levels, how efficiently it adapts and changes the tones and scenery. One thing I thought was pretty funny was that Marty always included what he called the I'm bored now. Switch. Which would trigger no matter what if a song had, in his opinion, just kind of gone on for too long.
My first approach was music shouldn't be playing all the time. No matter how random and how cool it's being played back, after 3-4 minutes, it starts to just become background wallpaper.
Sometimes subtle ambience tells a story better than any music ever could. As McDonald once said, if music is what makes you feel, then sound is what makes it real. Because the music is used sparingly and with intent, it becomes more of a noticeable highlight. It's like swearing. If you're like me and say fuck all the time, nobody's gonna be surprised when you call someone a fucking asshole. But if a quiet, shy, reserved dude out of nowhere was like, that guy's a fucking asshole, you'd be like, oh my god, who hurt you? It's this consistent sense of direction that propels Halo to the top. It just wouldn't have worked if the people behind it didn't share such a strong passion for story, atmosphere, and just having fun. Halo is a lot like Bungie in that it can be serious when it wants to be, but at the end of the day, it's really just here to
How you know what Bungie like?
And nowadays, I can
You met them before?
appreciate that. It's
How you
so
know what they
easy to
like?
love. You know, for a long time, I thought this game was made for me. It has just about everything I like in a video game. Until about a year ago, when I realized it was the game that almost single-handedly defined what I enjoy today. It's not perfect. It can be slow to get going. The library sucks. The multiplayer aged pretty badly. The graphics are either dated or just inappropriate. And the story can sometimes fall short.
We cut the level where we, in a more elegant way, described this.
Here it comes.
What do they call it?
They call it Halo.
Well, of course they do. Chief takes it in stride. Come on.
Yeah.
Chief knows exposition when he hears it.
It's good. It's really fucking good. It's $10. Come on. It's not. It's okay. It's partially nostalgia. But it's not all nostalgia. I promise. Go play it. Fuck. Unsubscribe.
Butt Smudge? Did y'all see that one name?
Unsubscribe.
Where's he at? Right here. This dude right here. The little dog image. His name is Butt. Oh no, not Butt Smudge. It's Butts McGee. Butt Smudge would have been crazy, bruh. Yeah, so that was Halo is Important by Noodle. If you like this video, leave a like. If you dislike it, put a dislike. Let me know in the comments any other videos you want me to react to. And check out the Halo Reach gameplay. All right, y'all. Other than that, I'm out.